Big news is here for everyone relying on Social Security. If you're a retiree, on SSI, or receiving SSDI, there's an update you simply can't afford to miss. New details have just been released about checks worth up to $5,108, and just as important, the steps you must take before October 1 to make sure your money isn't delayed. Millions of seniors are asking, who qualifies? When will the payments arrive? And what needs to be done before the deadline? In this video, we'll break it all down: who can expect the biggest checks, the exact schedule of payments, and the specific actions you should take now to avoid any issues. We'll also cover what these changes mean for your financial security moving forward. So, if you want to stay ahead and make sure you're fully prepared, keep watching. Let's dive straight into today's important Social Security update and start with who qualifies for the $5,108 check. Before we dive deep into these critical updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I release new videos about Social Security benefits, retirement planning, and money-saving tips every week, and you won't want to miss any of them, especially with all the changes happening right now. Let me start by addressing the question that's probably on your mind right now. Is this $5,108 check real, and do I qualify? The answer might surprise you, and I'll break down exactly who qualifies and how you can maximize your benefits. But first, let's understand what's driving these significant changes in Social Security payments. The Social Security Administration has been making substantial adjustments to keep up with inflation and the rising cost of living. These changes are affecting millions of Americans, and whether you're already receiving benefits or planning to claim them soon, you need to understand how these updates impact your financial future. Here's something many people don't realize. The maximum Social Security benefit has increased significantly, and some beneficiaries could receive up to $5,108 per month. But here's the catch: qualifying for this maximum amount requires specific conditions and strategic planning. Throughout this video, I'll explain exactly what these conditions are and how you can work toward maximizing your benefits. Now, let's talk about that crucial October 1 deadline. Why is this date so important? The Social Security Administration is implementing several changes that could affect your benefit amounts, and some of these changes require action from beneficiaries before October 1. If you miss this deadline, you might have to wait another year before you can make certain adjustments to your benefits. One of the most common questions I get is, what happens if I'm already receiving Social Security benefits? Well, these changes affect current recipients too, and there might be opportunities for you to increase your monthly payments. I'll explain exactly what steps current beneficiaries need to take and how to determine if you're eligible for higher payments. Let's discuss something that many financial advisors don't tell you about: the strategic timing of your Social Security claims. The difference between claiming at the wrong time versus the optimal time could mean leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table over your retirement years. I'm going to share a real-life example of how one of my viewers increased their monthly benefit by $873 just by making a few strategic adjustments to their claiming strategy. Here's another crucial aspect that's often overlooked: spousal benefits. If you're married, divorced, or widowed, there are special provisions in the Social Security system that could significantly increase your monthly payments. I'll explain how these provisions work and what documentation you need to prepare before that October 1 deadline. Many of you have been asking about the impact of working while receiving Social Security benefits. There are new rules and earnings limits that you need to be aware of, especially if you're planning to continue working while collecting benefits. I'll break down these rules and show you how to avoid any penalties that could reduce your payments. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: inflation and cost of living adjustments, COL. The upcoming COLA announcement could be one of the largest in recent years, and it's crucial to understand how this will affect your monthly payments. I'll explain what factors influence these adjustments and how you can prepare for the changes. Here's something that might surprise you: there are special credits and bonuses available to certain Social Security recipients, but you have to know about them to claim them. These additional benefits could add hundreds of dollars to your monthly checks, but they're not automatic. You need to take specific actions to qualify. Let's talk about Medicare and its relationship with Social Security. There are important changes coming to Medicare premiums and deductibles that could affect your net Social Security payment. I'll explain how to navigate these changes and potentially reduce your healthcare costs while maximizing your Social Security benefits. One of the most overlooked aspects of Social Security planning is tax strategy. Did you know that up to 85% of your Social Security benefits could be taxable? I'll share some legal strategies to potentially reduce the tax burden on your benefits and keep more money in your pocket. Here's a critical point about the Social Security Trust Fund that you need to understand. Recent projections about the fund's sustainability have led to some policy changes that could affect future benefit amounts. I'll explain what these changes mean for you and how to protect your retirement income. Now, let me share some insider tips about the Social Security Administration's online services. There are new features and tools available that can make managing your benefits much easier, but you need to set these up before October 1 to take full advantage of them. I'll walk you through the process step by step. Let's discuss a topic that many people find confusing: Social Security credits and how they're calculated. Understanding this system is crucial for maximizing your benefits, especially if you're still working or planning your retirement. I'll explain how credits work and how to ensure you're earning them correctly. Here's something that affects many families: benefits for children and dependents. There are specific provisions for dependent children, disabled adult children, and even grandchildren in some cases. I'll explain who qualifies and how to apply for these additional benefits. The Social Security Administration has also updated its rules regarding survivor benefits. If you're a widow or widower, there are important changes you need to know about, especially concerning the timing of when you can claim these benefits. I'll explain the new rules and how they might affect your situation. Let's talk about something that's particularly relevant right now: how economic changes affect Social Security benefits. With recent market volatility and economic uncertainty, understanding how your benefits are protected is more important than ever. I'll explain the safeguards in place and what you can do to ensure financial security. Now, here's a crucial point about Social Security statements and records. It's essential to review your earnings history regularly because errors in your record could result in lower benefit. I'll show you how to check your records and what to do if you find any discrepancies. Many of you have asked about international aspects of Social Security. If you've worked in other countries or are planning to retire abroad, there are specific rules and agreements you need to understand. I'll explain how international Social Security agreements work and what you need to do to maintain your benefits while living overseas. Let's discuss the importance of keeping your contact information and direct deposit details up to date with the Social Security Administration. There are new security measures being implemented, and outdated information could result in delayed or suspended payments. I'll explain the update process and why it's crucial to complete this before October 1 sync. Here's something that many people don't realize about Social Security. There are special provisions for those who worked in government jobs or for employers who didn't participate in Social Security. These provisions, known as the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and Government Pension Offset, GPO, could affect your benefit amounts. I'll explain how these work and what you need to do if they apply to you. Now, let me share some strategies for appealing Social Security decisions. If you've been denied benefits or disagree with a benefit amount, there are specific procedures you need to follow. I'll explain the appeals process and share some tips for increasing your chances of a successful appeal. Let's talk about something that could affect your benefit amount: military service credits. If you served in the military, you might be eligible for additional credits that could increase your monthly payment. I'll explain how these credits work and how to ensure they're properly reflected in your record. Here's an important point about disability benefits through Social Security. There are new conditions being added to the qualifying list, and the application process has been updated. I'll explain these changes and what you need to know if you're applying for disability benefits. Now, let me address a common concern: identity theft and Social Security fraud. There are new security measures being implemented to protect beneficiaries, but you need to take certain steps to ensure your benefits are safe. I'll explain these security features and how to protect your Social Security information. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to Social Security updates, let's recap the most important points to remember. The potential for receiving up to $5,108 in monthly benefits is real, but it requires careful planning and meeting specific criteria. The October 1 deadline is crucial for several important changes and updates to your benefits. Remember, Social Security is not a one-size-fits-all program. Your optimal strategy will depend on your individual circumstances, work history, and retirement goals. Take the time to review your situation and make any necessary adjustments before the upcoming deadline. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends and family who might benefit from this information. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on Social Security benefits and retirement planning. In the comments below, let me know if you have any questions about these changes or if there are other topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.